Hello, good evening, and welcome to Questers of Yalpelor, 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 Yalpelor. Welcome to Questers of Yalpelor. Questers of
beautiful.
Yalpelor
That was lovely.
is a weekly online improvised adventure game comedy show. Welcome, everyone. My name is Itamar. I'm your host and your game master. And I've gathered 4 hilarious improvisers and actors from all over the world to travel through the lands of Yalpelor with me. With us tonight we have Jada playing Triss, a nebulous summoning who has only recently gained sentience, now gleefully exploring life in Yalpelor with their new friends. We have Talia playing Aklis Darkmoor, a traveling death knight with an ancestral sword and lots of family history. And we have Trent playing Dirt Hotbelly. His father is an angel, his mother is a volcano, and he's 100% half rock buddy. A fourth player that couldn't join us tonight is Matt, playing this beautiful creature above me, Grubble Bumblin Esquire, a quarterling bubblemancer desperately seeking to reclaim his family fortune. These are my 4 players, and they're here, and I'll have you know that they're here not just to play their characters, but also to create other situations that are unexpected to me in the game. Segue into scenes that I haven't planned, play other characters, and do unexpected things in general, make the game more chaotic. That's part of the reason that they're here. The game we're using is Macchiato Monsters. That's our game system. It's an old school game in the style of Dungeons and Dragons. Character portraits are by Shani Grimm, and music is by tabletopaudio.com. Links to all their stuff is down below, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Go there, check their stuff for yourselves. And we are ready now for a word from our sponsor.
Today's sponsor is Cosmic Quizzes. Figure out what member of the orchestra your character will be. Are you a bassoon? Are you an oboe? Are you perhaps the instrument whose name I can't remember, but seemed to be some sort of electro thing that involved you needing to use your hand? Theremin. Thank you. Thank you. We do believe, thanks to our sponsors, that we know which member of the instrument our delightful characters, Triss, Aklis, Dirt, and Grebel, would be represented in if we were to Peter and the Wolf this particular production, as well as Sidamar. But should you have an idea as to what this is, and yes, Dirt would be a member of the brass section, then by all means, please tell us in the chat.
All right, cool. Yeah, or write down in the comments on YouTube if you're seeing this in the future. Cool. Yeah, we were engaged in a heated discussion about this just now. It was this close to canceling the episode and just keep talking about this for an hour and a half, but we decided to go for it anyway. We start tonight's episode and session with a bit of a cliffhanger. Some stuff happened at the previous session that culminated in a bit of a tense spot, a new situation for our characters. You're going towards the life tree, which you have just discovered. You just laid your eyes upon it for the first time, and you saw not only the tree, but also the effect that it has on the world around it. Animals grow large, too wild, and nothing alive can be harmed because everything heals and in fact grows back stronger and more alive than it was before. This feature of the area, this thing that's been happening uncontrollably around you, has been a problem for you for a while because quite a few of our characters have healed up to more than their maximum hit points. Some of you are now already there, and some of you are very uncomfortable with it. Around the tree, you are looking right now, and you're seeing this huge lizard who has probably not always been this large as it is now, but for some reason grew up to be this huge animal the size of a building, walking around, lumbering, shaking the ground with its footsteps. And you're looking at it, thinking, maybe wondering, already started making plans at the end of the previous episode. Already some suggestions have been made about maybe how to get up the tree and get the life seed that you're after. But while this is happening, while you're all looking or talking or just thinking to yourselves, behind you, footsteps can be heard.
I want to look behind us.
Yes.
I mean, we were at a point though where Grabble was getting ready to hurl Triss towards the life seed,
Really?
jumping. Yeah, that's where we were.
I mean, the suggestion was made. I don't remember it actually having happened yet. It could happen in any moment if you want to. But right
It was
now,
Triss's intention to be hurled into the air.
yeah.
Like a ball of fury. Well, not fury, just like a
Fury.
ball, like a very
I would
playful,
say
bouncy ball.
Triss's intention to be hurled into the air about 90% of the time, I think, right? This is nothing special about today or now exactly. Maybe now there's a
Well, except like flying toward. I mean, except that our whole goal, and we did
Yes.
reach a goal, was to get to the tree of life and get the seed before anyone else.
It does fit your goal, that is true. So yeah, you can definitely do that, but first I will describe a dark shape forming from the open path behind you. The only area, except for the surrounding of the tree itself, the only area around you which is open, you can see to any distance through it, is the path that you left behind you when you were walking with your wagon through the jungle. And along this path, having followed you for quite a while, appear Damien Darkmoor and his entourage. Aklis's oldest sibling. The shape of Trisisterol on their shoulder is also visible, and Kailden and Hanska Olo behind him as well. All four of them are there, having comfortably walked until they reached you, followed you along your way in order to get to the life seed. Apparently that's what they chose, the way that they chose to find this place. Yeah, Triss, go ahead.
Clearly, we've been followed. But Grabble says,
Wow.
It was worth the wait. It was totally worth the wait. So they stop when it's obvious, clear that you can see them, they can see you, and they look at you dismissively, as they always do, Atlas, and say, right, hand it over, please.
I'm not handing anything over to you.
Well, yes, you've made it clear that you don't want to. Yes, I've seen you. I have noticed you, little summoning. That's okay.
I'm not talking to you. Your sister wrong.
Roll charisma, please. And take advantage, actually, because being curious gives you an advantage for that.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how I did. Oh, double 8.
Cool. So Trisisterol waves back after a few seconds. Once they realize that you weren't waving to anyone else, that you're waving to them, they wave back, and their eyes go wide, just like yours do. And Damien like shushes them with their hand. Goes, shh, nope. There are enemies. We're going to fight them now. Yes, indeed you are.
How does Trisisterol react to that?
Well, you made your roll, so you can see that Trisisterol is not surprised to hear that. It's something that they've heard before, and maybe they even got used to thinking that way. Maybe they're not 100% happy about it and comfortable with it, though.
Damien, I have no quarrel with you, and I have no desire to fight you.
Well, just hand over Transformer, then. That's all that needs to happen today.
But
That's
Transformer
not going to
says the
happen.
Transformer belongs to Aklis.
Oh, it says that, does it?
Mm-hmm.
How about you draw it, and we'll see.
Okay, I will not rise to your petty challenge. This is an evil place, you know it as well as I do, and it is our duty to fix it.
Yes, you don't need to worry yourself about that either. We will take care of it.
Really?
Yes.
How do you intend to do that?
We will destroy the tree and the seed. We'll make sure that nothing of the sort grows here ever again.
Well, we did get here first.
Okay, one would say that since we followed you cleverly along the way, we actually managed to get here more comfortably than you did. I see that you're, I wouldn't say wounded, but corrupted, Atlas. Your friends also.
Yes, it was challenging getting here.
Yes, it has, hasn't it? Maybe you need some rest. Maybe you have to leave this place quite soon. Who knows what will
Wait,
happen?
GM, did they look like any worth for the wear? Like, did they go any... Or, well, I guess they wouldn't look wounded, but did they also look too alive or anything like that?
Roll your wisdom.
Okay.
And you can get advantage as well. You're a Death Knight.
Right.
You know what to look for.
Wisdom. Oh, man, I don't know what to look for.
Alright, yeah. They look the same as last time you've seen them, which was... When was the last time you've seen them? It was way back before even EMAG, right? Did you see them since then?
I don't know.
No, you haven't.
I guess I haven't.
Yeah.
So they look the same.
Yeah, the same as always.
So, like a dick.
That is also the consensus in the chat.
So as people are kind of like talking, you kind of look around and you notice Dirt's just kind of like not there. He's like maybe 20 paces behind you, just like looking at his body, because the strategic moss has like grown roots into him in places, and mushrooms have started sprouting on the green.
And in the
moss.
mushrooms, you can just hear, dude.
Oh man, that's some good stuff.
This moss is like mega dank.
It's warm,
Dude,
man.
this is like the best moss that I've ever grown in.
I love this moss.
You guys, I'm happy that you are finding it comfortable in your new home, but it's kind of hard to focus right now with all of the talking. So,
You don't need to focus.
Maybe-
We are the moss comfortable.
no, but that's the thing, is that I do have to focus, because look, there's people over there talking and I haven't even said anything or anything
Well,
else.
they're probably not talking about anything important. So, like, why don't just enjoy this moment with us?
You know what you should do, man? You should use your lava to dry out some of that moss and like enjoy.
Dude, you should use your lava to dry out some of the moss.
I don't think that's how lava works, though. It would probably just burn the whole thing.
Whoa.
Nah, man.
It's pretty hot.
Nah, you're amazing, man. Like you could control your heat, and then you could just like smoke it out a little bit, and oh, dude, that
Dirt,
burn.
roll your wisdom. Wait, you got a success. Good, a 2 is a success, which means that over this talking, that is very distracting, you are hearing a rustle in the bushes.
Like a Russell Crowe, like a Russell Brand. What are we talking?
Choose one. But I want a clear description of where you are exactly. You say behind you, it means that you're more... I mean, the whole group, like Aklis and Triss, turned around to look at the path you came from. So they're already looking, like, behind. Where are you exactly in relation to that?
So Dirt was further ahead, because last time he was talking to the mushrooms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he was kind of leading the charge, but now that they've all turned around, Dirt like just went into his, like, he didn't move, so he's still like 15 or 20 paces behind them now.
Behind them, which
kind of
means
just on his own.
More
like,
in the direction of the tree. You're almost out of the
Right.
the jungle area, like under the tree, although not quite there yet. Okay, cool. So you're
Yeah.
there, which means that you're close to Marigold and the wagon, and Wilk that is on the wagon.
Milk.
She looks down and obviously doesn't hear what you're hearing. She only sees you. She doesn't hear the talking of Guy and Gus. She doesn't hear the rustle in the bushes. She just looks at you and says, "Oh, Dirt, can I help you with what's going on? Is this an experience? Is this something that you often do?"
She seems kind of like a downer, man.
It kind of gets lost in the cacophony. What are you what? Sorry, shut up. What are you saying to me? Don't talk right now.
Dude, that's
Say
not
it again.
really nice.
I'm saying it looks like a very well deep experience. I'm wondering whether or not you need any help with that because she's like pointing. Your friends are there dealing with something.
Mustang, man.
What do you mean? What kind of helping do you mean?
I can pray for you.
Oh, okay, sure. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't let her pray away the dank, man. Don't let her do it.
Dirt takes
Pray away the
Dirt takes
dank.
one of the mushrooms and
Pray away the dank.
Eats it.
Hashtag pray away the dank. Okay. Sure. So she starts praying. She starts
I
praying.
want her to have to roll for effectiveness because the dank is strong.
We'll see what she does in just a second. It's not even clear right now what the praying is going to do. Her prayers, you have noticed, usually take a while to take effect.
Will she have thoughts that go with those prayers?
She has thoughts and prayers, yes, for Dirt.
Great.
Yes. So where were we? Yes. We've arrived here just mere seconds after you, but as you see, we are at peak health, unlike you. So in a confrontation, we will prevail. You must understand that, right?
I don't see why any confrontation is necessary. If you would like to do whatever it is you intend to do with the tree, destroy it, then I would love to help and I would support you in any way. But if you are interested in confrontation, then I suppose we'll have to do that.
He steps forward. Even at your best, sibling, you were never a match for me.
Atlas is the best.
Thank you, Triss. That's very kind.
Oh, actually, Damien is the best.
No, you see, you've got that wrong. It's true that Atlas is the best. Right, isn't that right, Atlas?
Of course it is, Grubble.
Now you see.
Oh, well, dude, Kyleton pipes up from behind. I don't know if I want to get involved in this argument, but if there's a fight, I'm in.
Right.
One of the mushrooms just goes, "Shut up, Kyleton."
All
How
right.
do you know his name? Wait a minute. Whoa.
Okay.
Hey,
All
how do you know?
mushrooms know Kyleton.
I had
Is it
some.
true?
I had some on the way. I tried them.
Hey, Kyleton, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Kyle, you can hear them talking too.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, come here,
Dirt, who are you talking to?
Kyleton.
You're asking Kyleton to come, so you that's a charisma roll.
I mean, if Kyleton can hear him talking, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
a charisma.
I'm
roll.
a 6 charisma. This will be
Yeah.
good.
Do you get advantage from something? Well, I
Oh,
wouldn't.
no, but I
have
accidentally rolled twice, I
Two
think.
9s. Yep. Kyleton.
Come here, you piece of shit.
Kyleton shakes his head and says, "Sorry, man. It's gonna be like a fight. It's gonna be uncool if I come over there." However, now that you're talking to the whole group, Aklis, you look around and you see that Hanska is gone. He disappeared
What?
while you were talking.
That's suspicious. Can I, try and look around, see if I see him?
All right. So you look around, Triss. What do you do right now?
So, Triss is quite confused by Trisisteron's behavior, because I think at this point, so Grubble was holding Triss. Everyone was very ready for Triss to make like a baseball and splat. But at this point, I think Grubble would probably have kind of let Triss down. And Triss is waiting for Trisisteron to come so they can basically share their memories, which is what you do as summonings. And the fact that Tristis the Wrong still hasn't means that something's gone terribly wrong. Like that Tristis the Wrong isn't coming in peace or anything else is wrong, and Triss is very confused.
Yeah, he's obviously obviously staying at on Damien's shoulder. They're not coming. They're not coming down. They're not coming over right now. So yeah, okay. So you look at Trisisteron, Aklis. You look around. This is Damien's moment to strike. He just jumps ahead. They jump ahead.
I'm in. Triss is in front of Aklis.
What a dick!
So yeah. Damien is gonna have to get past Triss.
Well, isn't it just a short hop over Triss to get to Aklis?
I mean, Triss would grab at Damien.
Okay, so that'll be what you do in the round if you want to. We'll start with your actions in just a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Triss immediately, Triss would go for Damien's legs because that's unacceptable.
So while they do that, there's immediately some movement from the bushes, and Hanska just lunges out at you, Dirt, and then Kalden starts casting a spell. Also, immediately, they've obviously been training for that.
Dirty fighters.
Moment that's happening
Wait,
right now.
I'd like to make a bubble, attacking Kalden because I don't like Kalden very, very much.
Okay, sure. So that's what Grubble is doing. Let's change the music, and yeah, so we're
I'd like to make a sticky bubble.
We're starting with the first round. Let's start with Dirt. You're a little bit separate from everyone else, and Hanska is jumping at you from the bushes. What do you do?
I will. What side is Hanska coming from?
Your left.
Okay, so I will turn to my left, and I will put out my hand, and I will try to form some lava in my hand, so that when Hanska's face comes near, I can just give like a lava face palm.
Well, you don't need to try. You can just do that. Do we already have that use of your lava spell?
I mean, I can create a lava mold, so it's creating either a lava blob or a special object. So I think it's kind of along that.
How many hit points does that cost?
It says here 2 or 4, depending on what I'm trying to use it for.
We haven't made a damaging one yet, right? One that deals damage.
Well, we have lava laser and lava wave, but not like
that's at range. If you want to just create something like lava in your hand that can deal damage,
I'm going to call it Hot Touch.
Hot Touch is good, and I think for every die of damage you want to do, it's going to cost you 2 hit points. So it's your choice how many hit points to charge this with, and it's going to be for every 2 hit points, 1 die of damage.
Which a D6?
D6, yeah.
Okay, I'll start with just 2.
Okay, cool. So do it in a second, not just yet, and write the Hot Touch down so you remember that use for later on. Triss, what is your action? You are first in the path of Damien as they're running. You're muted.
Triss is going to trip up. So it's both a helping action for Aklis, but more importantly, it's tripping up Damien. So literally gonna try to grab at or get in the way of Damien's feet.
Yeah. So you're tripping them up. Mechanically, it means you're helping Aklis in what they're doing in this round, right? That's the
I mean, I think it's either that or it's a dex strength, because I would be Triss would be grabbing on to Damien basically to also hinder, to give disadvantage to what they're trying to do.
Oh, both. I'm not sure you can do both in the same round.
Then the focus would be on giving Damien disadvantage, because as in tripping them or making it more difficult.
I mean, when you fight an enemy, only you roll. The enemy doesn't roll to hit you. So it's the same thing as giving Aklis advantage on the roll.
Okay.
It's the same.
But that's what I'm doing. Is I'm.
So definitely Damien is a little disoriented. Aklis, what do you do?
I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers to try and disarm Damien,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 attacks.
Disarm and then 3 attacks. Okay, so their sword is markedly. I mean, it's a good sword, good high quality sword. It's not Transformer though. It's a regular sword that looks quite cool, but it's not Transformer. It's obvious when you draw a Transformer that that's what it is. Transformer goes. All right, so I guess we're doing this.
Please do not kill them.
Right, don't kill them. All right,
Right.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank
You disarm and then strike. Let's see in a second how that works. And then Grubble, I will bring up Grubble's character sheet, I guess. And I'll try to make sure that what needs to happen happens. Oh, too many things. Okay.
Too many things, too many things.
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, I think what Grubble would probably do in this instance is to create a sticky bubble to contain, like to basically stick to Kyleton to stop him from being able to make an attack. So like a sticky bubble that would sort of like hold onto his hands and make it harder for him to cast.
Okay. Okay, cool. I think that makes sense. That's what he would do. So right now he's on 30 out of 20 hit points. And he's gonna create a sticky bubble. It costs 4 hit points. Okay, cool. Let's use the bubble wand as a reagent. Oh god, I'm gonna do these things now. Jesus. Oh no, I got only 2. What have I done? All right.
Oh no.
The reagent goes down to D8 now, and he only got 2 hit points out of the deal. Okay, cool. So he's gonna cast the spell in a second. Now you, Aklis, roll attack with advantage because you get it from Triss. The Kill Summoner goes down to 8 because you're helping each other. And Dirt.
Yes.
Pay hit points and roll to cast your spell. Roll Wisdom.
I add the hit points, right? Because it's reverse land.
Right. If you don't use a reagent or your faith dice, then you add the hit points.
Right, which I don't have any of it. I have chaos, but I don't think that powers.
Just to clarify, if what my action is tripping up Damien Darkmoor, then wouldn't that just be giving him disadvantage, giving them disadvantage in their attack?
It would be if this was a system where both enemies attack each other in a fight. In Macchiato Monsters, only when you are facing off a foe and it's like a PC versus NPC, only the player rolls. And according to what happens, this is what determines who gets hit and what happens. So only Aklis rolls, which means it only makes sense to give them advantage.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So everyone succeeded. Let's add 2 hit points to Grubble, who's now charged with even more life as he gains more and more of the life force from the life tree. So Aklis, you stride forward, and you just notice that Damien is tripping over Triss, which is like hanging onto their legs, to their boots, is trying to just like hang and be like dragged behind them as they are walking forward. And then you are able looking for the right page. There it is. Cool. You're able to hit them. So first of all, you disarm them, which is again quite easy. Transformer is very happy to show dominance over other weapons. So just you slide across. Shit, I need to ban some people.
The DMs.
Need to ban some folk. What's going on here? Come on. Why can't I do that? Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Usually we have Matt to do that.
And unfortunately, our DM did not give Matt's character sheet to any of us, and thus must also be.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna be Matt and all your foes and the moderator. Cool. So, let's describe. It's just a transformer sweeps across the blade, and just the force and the angle of the strike just makes Damien let go of it. The sword flies off and lands on the ground 3 steps to your right and to Damien's left. And you then strike Damien 3 times. So roll your.
Well, now I'm
damage.
feeling kind of bad about it.
I mean, I'm really hoping you broke his sword.
No, it's definitely not broken at all, but it is not in their hands right now. So yeah.
Can I take a few steps and like put my foot down on their sword
Instead of striking them.
instead of one strike?
Instead of one of the strikes, yeah. So you want to hit them twice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So roll your damage die once, and let's see what happens with that one.
Okay, that's
1.
cool.
So what happens now,
And-
the reason you only deal 1 damage is because you get disoriented slightly when the weight of transformer in your hand changes.
What?
Yeah, you're not used to looking at your sword while you strike, so when the sword comes down and hits Damien, it's not the same thing as it was before. It is now a club, just a rounded club, one shaft of metal, still with the same inscription on it as the inscription that was in the blade before. And now add another maneuver to your list of maneuvers that's possible. You can change transformer to a different weapon as you strike.
Transforms!
After you hit Damien squarely on the helmet, transformer says, "Oh, see? You wanted not to."
And then I can do non-lethal damage. Cool.
Exactly.
So that's one maneuver to do?
That is that costs 1 maneuver, exactly.
Okay. Transform.
Okay, so you use 2 maneuvers to disarm and transform, and 1 strike. You have 1 more to go, which you wanna
Okay.
spend in order to go and just put your foot down on Damien's.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you do. You dealt 1 damage. It was just a nice whack on the head that barely did anything. But Damien kind of got the message. As you turn around and try to walk away, roll intelligence, please.
Me?
Yes.
But I'm not intelligent.
Well, that's a shame.
Let's see how that goes. Oh!
You're the most
I'm
intelligent.
intelligent
person.
enough.
You made it.
I'm the intelligentest.
You made it. So, Trisisterol jumps a little bit in the air, and there's a burst of something that goes out of their body. Triss, if you're not close enough to see because you're underneath Damien, so you're not really seeing what exactly they're doing. Maybe if you were closer, you'd be able to notice exactly what it is next time. But right now, it's just some dark energy, a dark jet that comes out of their body and hits you and deals 1d6 damage. So
Or
we'll
hits
see.
Atlas.
Hits Atlas, yes. So it's 2 points of damage, which again gets added to your hit points instead of subtracted.
Cool.
And the chaos, this jet disperses in the air and infuses your surroundings with chaos, which means the chaosometer goes up to 9 when that happens. So that's what Trisisterol does. It's Trisisterol, by the way. I thought I was wrong before, but it's Trisisterol.
Oh yeah, so just the wrong. That makes
Yeah,
more sense.
Trisisterol is the one with the druid.
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Cool. So this is wrong.
So cool. That's what happens in this area. Dirt, you rolled and you succeeded, right? So that means that you can deal 2d6. Roll 2 6-sided dice to see how much damage you do to Hanska Olo. Okay, this is 6 points of damage. Cool. Roll a... I mean, you made it, so yeah, it's fine. You just hit Hanska for 6 points of damage. They're going...
Can I add one thing? Since
Yeah.
it's lava, can it stick, or is that too much?
Stick on them in order to like interfere with their actions. That's a bit too
Like,
much.
no, like
Huh. Oh.
be sticky.
It's too many things for one spell. Yeah,
Cool.
it's too many things for one spell. So Hanska goes, ooh, oh, that hurts, and jumps a little bit back. Obviously, wasn't completely ready for what you just did. Thought he's gonna make short work of you because you were down on the ground.
Dude, take that, man.
And then
What? I'm in the middle of a thing.
Grubble's spell, the bubble.
You're doing great, honey.
You
Like,
got
don't
it.
let him mess with you.
No, it's not nearly 420 yet.
Don't let the bastards grind you down.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
all for one, yo.
You're
Yeah.
very supportive mushrooms. Thank you.
The bubble appears exactly when Kyleden's spell also manifests. So both of them manage to cast their spells at exactly the same instant. The bubble appears around Kyleden's hands, trapping them in place and kind of gonna be interfering with the spells that he's gonna cast next. But this spell does go off, and what it does is there's like do you know that in the funniest home video shows when they show people slipping in puddles or in the mud, there's like this sound effect that goes like whoop when the person slides in the mud and falls down.
I believe it's a slide whistle.
You need to roll intelligence again, Aklis, as you
Aw,
slide
man.
on the ground and the sound effects of whoop goes happens.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
Stories from your
You made
friends
it.
next
So
door.
there's like a whoop, but you
They
stay
never
standing.
told.
You manage to just balance yourself at the last instant, and you manage to put your boot down on Damien's sword. So that's you having saved against this spell successfully. And Wilk is now praying at full capacity. Now there's again this
capacity
ethereal figure of a man in a kilt that seems to appear in the air around her, like a transparent figure that's of a man in a kilt standing up, wearing nothing else but a kilt,
Hot.
You can see him standing, looking at Hanska angrily and scratching furiously all over his body. He's a very hairy man and he scratches all over. Triss, yes.
Hey, Game Master dude. Mushrooms here. We too would like to defend our mossy friend.
Yeah, man.
And we
Like,
would
what? We're not people because we're mushrooms?
Yeah, like there's
That's
a
racist, man.
yeah, like
Hey,
there's a lot of
just 'cause-
shiitake happening here right now, and we think we might have the spores to really support.
Yeah, just because we're stalkers doesn't mean that we can't participate.
Moral friends, man. Morel friends.
Look, Gus, or is it Guy? I'm on your side. I really would like that to happen, but it's a new development. It just happened, and I kind of want your host to weigh in on whether what is this exactly, and probably this is gonna happen next time they level up.
Look, the thing is that it's not. I am not in control of this. It's very chaotic, you know.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I can do about it. So you
Oh.
know, they have a mind of
We're
their own.
just
literally.
we're using him.
Oh,
We wouldn't want to do anything that you're not comfortable with. Like, you're our friend, man.
That we get that, man. Like it's like the universe is speaking to you through us, and it's just saying like, GM, great man. You're a great man, GM.
I heard one word out of all of that when Trent said chaotic. Is it chaotic? What happens here?
No.
Yes.
Huh?
We're not chaos, man. We are the jungle. We are every.
The jungle's not
Also,
chaotic.
NPCs break the fourth wall all the time, so this is like a totally usual thing that happens here on this show.
Sure, no problem. I was asking a very specific question. It's not chaotic, meaning it's not gonna be mechanically significant. You can do whatever you want.
No.
You're gonna describe whatever you want. It's not gonna be
Wouldn't
extra
breaking the
actions
fourth
to
wall
help
be
in the
talking
fight.
to the? Wouldn't breaking the fourth wall be talking to the audience? Wouldn't this be breaking the fifth wall?
Oh.
I'd like to
It might
think,
be.
man, that we're
walls?
that we're breaking like the dude wall.
You live in a.
It's just like, dude.
What's the shape
Also,
of the
why
room?
break walls when you can
No.
like build bridges?
New round.
Break hearts.
Declare your actions. We have the new round. What do you do? Dirt, you go first.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and hang on just a moment. I'm gonna try to subdue him, and I've got to find a way that I can do that, and I can do that with, let's say, my extendable claw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my extendable claw to try to claw Hanska Olo's hands
Since
together.
when do you have an extendable claw?
Together.
I got it in the thrift shop.
Oh.
Together? What does it mean to claw them together? Oh, it's a claw that grabs like a jaw.
Yeah, it's like a picker-upper claw.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, let's face it. He's just into a little bit of light bondage. You didn't get that from the strategic moss.
No problem. You can do that. That's your action. Aklis, your action, please.
Wait, how did Damien react to the things I did?
Oh, well, now they don't have a weapon, so what they do is they turn to Transformer, and
What?
they speak to it, and they say, all right, we've seen that you're very talented, now why don't you just jump over to the more talented master? What do you do about that?
I try and I'm gonna fucking hit him. I don't know. Let me look at my maneuvers. Why do I not have a shut them up maneuver? I'm gonna. Can I? Wait. So we have. I cannot remember all the characters. But Hanska Olo is the one standing in front of Dirt, right?
Yes.
Can I try and goad him so that if he makes an attack against anyone else, they don't get to roll. So that move is pointless. Should have read the system before I made up maneuvers.
Well,
So I'm just gonna attack him 4 times, fuck it.
Your intention is to make it harder for Hanska to act against Dirt.
Yeah.
You can give Dirt advantage. The fluff is going to be the
Okay,
same.
so
It's gonna
I'd
be
like-
the same description. You goad him, you distract him, and then Dirt is going to get advantage thanks to that.
Okay, so tell you what, I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers to help Dirt, 1 to help Triss, and 2 to attack.
How do you help Triss?
I know how you can help Triss.
Yeah, please.
So you can help Triss by, Triss was sort of clinging to Damien Darkmoor's boot. And if you were to almost flick them up either with Transformer or with something else, Triss was going to use their turn to climb up Damien. But if you were helping by making...
So can I just lift Triss?
Wow, you can do a lot of things in one turn. That's impressive.
Sure, you can use one of your maneuvers to do that. Yep.
So lift Triss, distract whoever Dirt's fighting against, and 2 hits against Damien.
How? I guess you can do that. Sure, no problem.
Cool.
So you distract Hanska. I guess by you threaten him with words, or what do you do exactly?
What do I know about Hanska anyway? I just yell at Dirt, aim for the knees.
Okay. Sure, that'll work once, no problem. And then you just
if that helps.
flick up with Transformer, catching Triss and just throwing them up.
Yeah, Triss wants to just get thrown.
In the
so
air.
that's a good maneuver.
Exactly, all the time, and then you strike twice.
Yeah.
Okay, So, Triss, you roll dexterity.
Wait. Grabble needs to do something.
Alright.
Yes. What about
Right.
me?
What does Grubble do?
Right. Talia, you take it.
I don't know what he can do.
Well,
According to-
I know that he's in a sticky bubble now. And
Perhaps I can do a bubble and trap Trisisterol inside the bubble.
but we need to keep Kyleden down, and he's just
Right.
sticky.
Does he have any weapons?
Does he have any
He has a pitchfork or something.
I have a sling, but wouldn't another bubble, bigger bubble,
Right,
around
that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
we want to make we the voices of gravity
Yes.
would like
Wait,
to
I'm here too.
all the voices of Grebble's mind would like to make I don't know why I'm slightly Irish now.
Yes.
Like
Just went
gone too
full
far.
Irish.
What is the committee? What is the committee's decision?
They want to make a sticky bubble, and they wanted to go around Kyleden and like trap Kyleden against a jungle tree.
Okay, so a sticky bubble to trap all of Kyleden now. Let's see.
Or at least Kyleden's head, so that it's like Kyleden's hands are like
No, then he's gonna asphyxiate.
he can breathe through the bubble. Bubbles are breathable.
Oh, actually, the thing we did before, the committee that acts in the name of Grubble, is a
Right.
big sticky bubble, which
Ah,
means it's
the bubble committee.
It's a bubble that's actually already enough to catch an entire person. So Grubble is already trapped inside a bubble right now. Kyleden is already trapped inside a bubble right now.
I don't know how Grebble's powers work though. Can the bubble because Kyleden is going to do something to try to pop the bubble. So I just feel like is there a way that Grubble could I don't know electrify the bubble?
You want to do that?
Can Grubble electrify or otherwise strengthen?
Yeah, we want to do that.
All right, Grubble's gonna electrify the bubble. So starts
Giving you new things.
starts to.
Hello, nose flautist in there. We were electrifying a bubble. You're gonna have an electric bubble now.
Let's see if that works. Kyleden, while this is happening, Kyleden is leaning down and brandishing his horns, trying to just burst out of the bubble with his force, forcefully. So that's going to be his action basically in this fight. And you can just hear him say a muffled voice from inside the bubble going, "I thought we were friends, man," before he just tries to burst out of the bubble. And then Dirt, you roll your dexterity, please, to see what happens.
Wait, sorry. But Atlas threw me, but I didn't do anything. Triss didn't do anything.
So what do you want to do when you get there?
So when I get up there, I want to when I get thrown up, Triss is going to grab Trisisterol.
Grab Trisisterol and do what?
Literally just grab them, because part of what that would do is give them mind-to-mind contact.
Ooh, okay.
And they would be able. It's part
Like
of
a grapple.
It's sort of like a grapple, but with summonings, the touch is a way to transmit emotions and memories, and there's no filter there.
Okay,
So
sure.
it's also just a quick way of understanding.
So first, what happens is Dirt, you reach and just send the grabbing claws ahead forward. You like the scissor motion of the handle just sends the claw forward a meter and a half and grabs, and is exactly just like the nick of time before Hanska jumps on you again. Unarmed, but because you know Hanska from your past, very, very capable martial artist. So you catch him because Hanska was expecting you to go for the knees, which you haven't. This maneuver...
That's how Atlas helped.
Exactly, this is how Atlas helped. Gave you an advice that you didn't follow, and Hanska thought you're more coordinated than that, and you aren't. So this is the way that
Too
Atlas
chaotic.
I'll just say that Hanska's so fast, if you didn't have the advantage from Atlas, you would have had disadvantage on the roll, and you would have failed. So, just for your general knowledge, This actually was the difference between success and failure in this specific roll.
Does it also lower the chaos
the
die?
chaosometer,
Chaos
sure, yeah, it lowers the chaosometer, of course. Okay.
Also, I helped 2 people. Did it lower it by 2?
Yep, it lowers it down to 7. Well,
yeah.
No, it's 1 round. No matter how many
Fudge.
people you help, it's gonna be one down on the chaosometer. So yeah, and now Aklis, you get to attack twice. What do you do?
Ooh, I attack twice.
Roll
so
your,
that's my strength. And
Roll twice on your damage die.
why? Always rolls a 1. That's better.
Okay, so another 8 damage. This is subdual damage, non-lethal damage, which means that you have cleverly, with the help of Transformer, kind of are circumventing the effect that this life tree has on the surroundings. It's not wounds, which means that there's not much to heal, which means that your sibling is not going to be corrupted. They are hurting.
Well, I was just trying not to kill them, but what you said is also good.
They are hurting, however, and quite angry and humiliated. Roll charisma, please.
Okay. Charisma. Oh shit, that's my worst stat. Yep.
You got this, man.
You didn't make it. So, okay.
I don't got this.
After you hit him twice more, 2 more whacks on your sibling's shoulder and chest, which is all just more bangs on plates of armor, Transformer becomes much heavier in your hands suddenly, becomes almost unwieldy. It becomes wider and wider until it's the same size, the same shape of the club it was before, but it's going to be very, very hard to move. And you hear it say, no, we're not bullies. That's not the way that it's going to be decided. It's going to be a proper duel. And Shabard on your back goes, no, just, why do you always have to be that way? To just insist that everything has to go the way that you want it. Just let them fight and get it over with. They're siblings. Sometimes there's going to be some sibling rivalry there. No, Transformer says. It's going to be a proper duel. From now on, it's going to be using Transformer is going to be with disadvantage for this fight until things change.
Great.
From behind you hear the mushrooms going, "Hey, that's like dirty tricks, man.
That's not cool.
Not okay.
Not cool.
Grebel's spell is the lightning spell that he only knows half of. He does he skillfully says and makes the gestures of the gestures and the words that he knows of the spell, but as always, he has to complete some of it, just improvise around it, and just create a spell out of it in a way that's very chaotic. It's going to be a roll on the chaos table to do that, because the chaosometer...
What we did learn from actual Grebel, who popped in quickly, is that it would end up being more of like an electrified fence.
Yes, it's
like
going to
a fence
electrify...
bubble.
The attempt is to electrify the bubble itself, which Kaildin is going to hit with his head right now, so it should be quite effective. So yeah, so now it's going to be, let's see, a D8, which is the chaosometer. 7 is, oh nice, it's the good one. You succeed and you get double the desired effect, which means that Grebel has stumbled onto something super effective that he's not going to be able to reliably reproduce until he actually learns the spell in the future. Chaosometer goes up to 9, and yeah, it's going to be a big chunk of damage to Kaildin. Actually, instead of damage, let's do it damage. It is going to be a lot of damage though, so let's do this. Boom, that's a lot. Wow. Kaildin, it is exactly enough to hit him and for all of his hit points. So what happens now is that Kaildin is lying on the floor after having bumped headfirst into an electrified bubble and having created an explosion of electricity and sparks around him. He's now on the floor, smoking from lots of burns on his body. That's what happened with Grebel and Kaildin in this round.
Burn!
Yeah. Okay. We know about all of you except for Triss. So Triss, you jump up and you grab onto Trisisterol. You need to roll dexterity in order to be able to do that.
I'm a dexterous.
Oh, you don't make it. So basically, you miss. You fly too high up, unless you want to roll on the chaos on the chaos table to see if you manage to succeed anyway. You do.
I do. Yes.
Cool. So roll a d9. Do you know how to roll a d9?
Yep.
Sure. Go ahead and do that. That's the chaosometer right
A
now.
9.
A 9. That's one that you haven't rolled before. It's called Chaos Tide. You fail, and you increase the chaosometer to 13.
Just
At once.
wait, because I think you just rolled rolling 9, right?
Oh.
So that's gonna say a 9. You have to say rolling d9.
Oh.
No, it's slash roll d9.
Right.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I didn't click that. A 5.
Well, that was almost
You can see it.
the brink of disaster. It didn't happen. Instead of that, a 5. What is a 5?
Thanks, Tran. I was clearly not paying attention to what I was
Yeah, I
typing.
missed it.
If it was good, I wouldn't have said anything.
I know.
9 is one of the worst ones. But 5 is called awesome, which means your action succeeds and you look super cool. So how do you look
Nice.
super cool when you do that? Describe it.
So
to us,
like
please.
the wind, there's like a little tiny patch of wind, and it almost gives Triss like a little grease curl, and it's just like it's like this moment, this picture perfect moment, like something out of a 1970s like Matlock style MacGyverish moment of just like a pause in the air, and then there's just this graceful grasp. But everyone who sees it, there's a lot happening, like Sailor Moon sparkles. There's even a theme song. All you hear is the mushrooms going, dude.
Perfect.
So
Absolutely.
So it's Grease,
perfect.
Matlock, MacGyver, Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Chaosometer goes up to 10, the highest it's ever been in this game up till now. You can Atlas, you can and Dirt, and everyone, you can feel the chaos crackling almost in the air around you. It's gonna get
pretty
unstable
good.
very soon. But you grab Trisisterol, which was going to do something, the same thing they did before. They managed to just about do that, and now because you're very close, right in front of them, you see what it is they're doing. You know that thin membrane that's covering whatever it is inside you that can't touch the world outside, otherwise there's going to be bad news. Trisisterol has managed to find a way to make an opening in that cover and release some of the raw chaos outside into the world and use it as a weapon. You reach out to grab them just as they open up and a jet of pure chaos fills the air around you. So the chaosometer goes up again to 11. You don't get the damage from that because you managed to roll. You succeeded quite awesomely in your roll. But
that does have an effect. Because
Yes.
again, I think one of the other reasons it doesn't hurt Triss is because it's the same thing. It's the same type of chaos. It's the same matter that is
Yes.
in Triss.
right. So
I
it
think,
does,
in
however,
fact, Triss might-
activate your abilities. I think right now your empathy kicks up to overdrive as you grab them and try to understand what's going on with them. You are... give me a second. You're in a different place. You are looking through Trisisterol's eyes. It is your familiar birthplace, the place where you were summoned, and it is in disarray. Trisisterol, as well as a bunch of other summonings, some of whom you recognize, are floating around, doing their own thing, exploring the same way that you did before you left, and the same way that you did ever since you came to Yalpelor and met your new friends. The thing that summonings are not supposed to do while in the endemic castle. There's sounds of things rolling, falling, crashing, breaking, and endemic shadows of the endemic can be seen as they're walking behind corners, outside of doors, inside of rooms, and in other corridors, just outside of your sight, just outside of your field of vision, talking, yelling amongst themselves about what should be done. They are constantly talking about that thing that went horribly wrong and that they should fix. And one of them silences all the others as you're listening and says, send the devils after them. Send the devils to get them back. This sensation of nothing is under control all of a sudden. There's no direction. We don't know where to go. You realize that you, as Tricisterol, is feeling it right now, and you're not. You don't know how to deal with it, and the summonings around you the same way. They're all masterless all of a sudden. They don't have their.
It's a feeling of collective despair
Yes.
and disassociation, because there's this moment of being, for the first time, not only directionless but in some ways alone. Because while we're with these summonings that are there, we're individual and we're not supposed to be.
Exactly. And you're shunted back into your own body. You're here now in the middle of this fight. Let's go back.
Do I have time as Triss to do what I need to do to respond to that?
It depends on what you want to do. You've used your action for this round, but
I want to speak.
Yeah,
so,
you can say something, of course.
So Tricisterus, again, in this mind to mind, this normal way of speaking within summonings or feeling within summonings, sends love and sorrow and whispers that I'm sorry I left you. Only it sounds like this because it's Triss. I'm sorry I left you.
Tricisterol, you're still connected. You feel everything they're feeling at this instant. Soon you'll be yourself on your own again, but you're still connected, and you feel that when you say that, it is a surprise to them. They haven't even considered the fact that maybe you are different from all the other summonings in any way, that you did something that is part of the cause of what happened up there in the castle. They're surprised. It's the first time they're thinking of this. As far as they're concerned, it's as if you've just confided or admitted to having been that summoning, and they're quite shocked into inaction by that for a little while. It is now a new round, and in this round, I will first ask Aklis. What is Aklis doing? You look around for a second. I'll just remind you real quick that Hanska Olo is very temporarily disabled. They're going to be able to act again very soon, depending on what happens with Dirt and with the claws. Kylden seems unconscious, but you've seen how wounds act in this area, so you don't know for how long. And Tricisterol seems shocked for a little while as well. So and Damien, they don't have a weapon. So right now there's a little lull in the action. You're standing there, you're holding your weapon, unwieldy weapon. What do you do?
I transform her back into a sword, and I put it to Damien's neck, and I say, surrender.
Okay. You will need to roll charisma to do that.
Great.
Before that, real quick, because my action was actually going to be something to try and do a kind of try and take control of the situation by getting everyone's to basically stop fighting rather than continuing to do harm. So Could that be something that assists Aklis or vice versa?
It depends on what the action is, so describe what you want to do.
So what Dirt wants to do is to use Ammonomany to kind of combined with sorry, gotta figure out, I can't remember what it's called. I have too many spells now. Tremor, to create this like tremor, like shake the ground, and also boom his voice in a commanding, like, intimidation thing to basically just get everyone to knock it off, and I can play that out as needed.
Okay, so I think it's more like your intimidation spell than your tremor. Maybe it also shakes the ground a little bit, but mainly what you're wanting to achieve is to intimidate the people around you to stop for a second.
Yeah,
to scare
but like
them.
everyone on both sides.
Yeah. So your intimidation, how much does it cost? The intimidation use of the Omenomini spell?
2.
And I think we talked about the fact that it's 2 to make yourself more intimidating, and then more hit points to make the whole group more intimidating.
Right. So it's 4 for group intimidation, but I'm not trying to make our group intimidating. I'm trying to intimidate the entire both parties. Right.
Cool. So spend 2 hit points. Either use your chaos.
And that one's chaos. So.
Yeah. So you can roll your chaos if you want to.
Which I did, and it says, damn.
Chaos runs out as well. It goes down to a D4. Okay, we'll talk later about what to do to replenish these, because you're about to run out of a second Faith Knight. But you did get 2 points with exactly what you need. Roll your wisdom. Well, a fumble is a fumble. Okay. So I'm not gonna let you roll the chaos die for that, I think.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna be an actual fumble. And what that
in that
means...
case, Dirt just goes like, "Come on, guys, seriously, let's stop it, knock it off."
So not just you
pretty
don't
annoying.
just do that. You start saying that, and you realize that while you did that, you completely disregarded Hanska Olo. You focused on the entire group for a second. You hoped that he would be caught in the same effect, but he just shook off the claws while you were disregarding him for a second, and he slithered up right on top of you, and he's now holding a hand on top of your chest, right on your chest. I know what you're gonna say. Not yet. Just a second. So he has a hand on your chest. You know that Hanska Holo has a variety of different ways to deal horrible damage, paralyze, cause internal organ failure, and do all kinds of other nasty things just by touching you with his hands. And you're pretty sure he can do some of these even to a rock body such as yourself. So this is where you get to be at the end of the round. Aklis, that is not help for you in any way. The mushrooms can pipe in later, not right now. Aklis, what do you do?
Same thing. I guess I'm making a charisma check to see if Damien wants to surrender.
Okay, make a charisma check.
Okay. Come on.
Right.
Okay.
The entity you failed against in this charisma check is not Damien, it is Transformer. Transformer does not want to become a sword again. Transformer does not want to keep fighting in this fight Damien in this situation. It wants a duel. So yeah, Transformer is unwieldy. It's not a sword. What do you do instead?
Wait, so it's a sword now?
No. It's still a heavy club, a bit too heavy for you to wield comfortably.
I hit him over the head.
All right, roll strength with disadvantage.
Okay. Come on. Yes!
Haha. Okay, so even with disadvantage, you managed to hit, and you want to just roll all your damage?
I guess.
Cool. Roll 4 dice of damage.
That's 1, and 2, and... Is that... Oh yeah, let's do 7s, and 4.
Cool. 5, 7, 7, and 4. That's a total of 23. We add that to the 9 from before, right? So it's going to be a total of 32 damage that you dealt to Damien Darkmoor. Oh, Lord. Well, guess what? Damien is on 1 hit point left. Just at the brink of unconsciousness. Which means that they They fall to one knee. They kneel down, barely able to hold themselves up, and they surrender. They say, "Stop! Stop!
Good.
There's no need for
Dirt
that."
sees that and he thinks it worked. He thinks he was successful.
I
Good.
mean, you see Hanska's face right above yours, right? You know it wasn't completely.
That's pretty good. Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what happened there. Grebel, was Grebel convinced? Well, let's leave Grebel for the end of the round. Triss, how about you? What do you do?
So Triss is with Triss's thrall, and in many ways has almost enveloped Triss's thrall, because I think part of what left Triss's thrall and went into Triss has made Triss just a little bit bigger, a little bit more, I think, solid, and they are enveloping Triss's thrall in as much love and sorrow and I think collective grief, because they've learned as well that it wasn't just parts of the buildings that were somehow destroyed in whatever happened with the endemic, and they are just holding Triss's thrall there, and just all you can hear, if you can hear it, is them whispering.
Roll charisma.
Roll which?
Charisma.
Ooh, a failure.
That is a failure. You want to roll on the chaos table or not?
No.
No.
They're just trying to hold Triss's thrall. They're just trying to.
You do everything you described. Nothing prevents you from doing that. You are met not with understanding, but with. It's like
Rage.
It's an innocent shock of a creature that doesn't even understand how come it was even possible to do what you did. Right? It's like a child who suddenly realized that lying is possible, that grown-ups sometimes lie. It's this kind of realization in this mind of this creature, which you realize even with the barely even more time that you've had in Yalpelor than they, it's enough for a noticeable difference. They're still fresher than you are. They're more innocent. They're less capable of understanding what happened, and they're not grasping exactly how it is and why it is you did what you did.
I think there's one difference, which is that so Trissithras isn't convinced that what happened to Trissithral is their fault. It's more being sorry for a situation. I think for Trissithral, though, the mind that is Trissithras, because Trissithras was aware and chose to be aware in a way that Trissithral didn't. Trissithral was sort of forced to be aware, right? It wasn't a decision that they took. That just the very way that they think is different and doesn't make sense. And I think it's probably also that in some ways, and that's what scares Triss, it is alien. It is not the way that summonings should be.
In a way, it's unclear which of you is more like summonings should be. I mean, there's definitely something about you, which is, it is different, but also what happened with Trissithral was the result of outside mayhem and pressure, right? So which one of you is weirder now? It's hard to say. You used to be all the same. Now there's apparently a bunch of you running around, and it's unclear. So yeah, this is the things that go between you. This unspoken communication, this intuitive communication that's happening between you, while Damien kneels, not because they want to, and the two of you just float from their shoulder. You float down to the ground, to the earth, together, embraced, while all this is happening between the two siblings. And Hanska goes like, "Oh, I just got him," like disappointed, and just lets go of your chest and just stands up above you, wiping his hands of a little bit of residue from the moss and the mushrooms that he has.
Yeah, man, you go away. You should be scared of these shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
Totally scared, my guy. All right, and he steps back, gets like ready again to jump to action wherever he's needed. He's all business, Dirt. You know that about him. Okay, the Grubble stops. Doesn't see a need to keep with the fighting and the spellcasting. Kyleden also gets back up on his feet. You see that the burns have all healed super quickly, and instead of them, the short fur that covered his body, became long and thick fur, almost in like waves and curls around his body, even a little bit on his face, but mostly all over his body, in a way that creates sort of an insulation against electricity, and is gonna make it possible for Kyleden to withstand electrical shock in the future a lot better, and lightning.
And yet, none of the injuries that we took at any point helped us with the future.
We're not yak folk.
Question: what was the deal with Wilk?
Wilk summoned a kilted warrior, a man in a kilt.
And they just chilled?
A flea-ridden man in a kilt, and then was ready to attack Hanska, which would have happened at the end of this round if the fight went on. Aklis, the stage is yours. You were just... You're standing in the middle of this fight, basically.
Cool. I don't know what to do. What is Damien doing?
Waiting to see what you're gonna say, because they just surrendered.
Okay, right. Well, we're going to take care of this life tree now. You're welcome to assist if you'd like, or you can just leave, but just be cool, Damien.
And that goes for you too, Kyleden. Yes,
Ooh.
and the same thing for you, Hanska.
Man, maybe we could catch up a little bit next time we meet if it doesn't come down to like a nasty fight like now.
Sounds good. Then hey, sorry about burning your face. I hope that it is okay.
It's not Hanska, it's Kyleden who says that.
Oh. To Grebel?
Yeah.
Difficult to know the difference between
their voices are quite similar. Right.
Kyleden and Hanska?
Sure.
Okay.
I suppose that couldn't be hurting nobody.
Oh.
Sure, we can go for a pint.
Oh, great, cool, yeah, awesome. Let's do that. Super happy to hear you say that. I'm gonna hit you up at it's the first opportunity, and we're gonna go grab a beer and talk all about the time that's passed since we saw each other, man. That's awesome.
Sorry about the electric bubble. No hard feelings, I suppose.
Hanska looks down at you and he says, we're not gonna have a beer. Next time we meet, I'm gonna break you.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you then. And Dirt hugs him.
You get up from the floor, you from the ground.
Was Dirt on the ground?
I never heard you say that you're standing up. You started out on the ground, didn't you?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Wait.
No.
Did I picture you lying down on the floor? But you said that you were on the ground. You meant it was just standing on the ground?
Just like as opposed to
Like
the cart.
not on the cart, yeah.
Right.
Oh, as opposed to on the way.
Did you think Dirt was just trying to make the
Doing it all on the
intimidation while lying down?
Yes, I did.
Love
I
that.
thought it was like Dirt's chill action attitude, which I've grown accustomed to. So cool. So you were on the ground, not as cool as I pictured it, but sure, whatever. And when you try to hug Hanska, he ducks back into the bushes and said, "Oh no, you don't."
I think I'd like to roll
All
for
right.
a dexterity
Roll
to see if I catch him or
Yeah,
not.
sure. Roll dexterity. Let's see what happens. You make it.
Nice.
You grab him for a hug. Oh, God.
I hug, and as I'm hugging, the mushrooms whisper into his ear something.
We are your fun guys.
This needs to be written down. Oh, shit.
Does it?
Yes, it does. What did I do? Oh, okay. Oh, this is wrong in every way. The mushrooms whispered something in Hanska's ear. Cool. Nice. We know that now.
They made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll see about refusing it later, but they definitely said something
4-1 for the
that
mushroom.
makes Hanska seem uncomfortable and say, oh, yeah, come on, dude, stop it, come on, man. And when you release...
If you could imagine a mushroom licking its lips, the mushroom licks its lips.
I will not. I shall.
What are the lips of the mushroom?
I can, but I shall not picture that. And Hanska disappears in the jungle. Okay.
So Triss and Trisisters and Trisistral, I think, separate. Both of them looking very upset. And Triss turns to Aklis. Okay, Aklis. Are we doing this?
Doing what? What do you intend to do?
Well, are we gonna get the seed before the lizard gets it, and I can get it? Because Grebel can jump really high, and then he can throw me, and then I can get the seed, and we can go.
Right, all of that. Yes, we're going to do that, and
Don't forget, I've got me springy boots.
Yes, Grebel. That's exactly what I just said.
Right. Just, they're called springy boots or something. I quite like using them.
Your jumpy shoes, right?
That's right.
I like them. They're awesome.
Thanks.
Triss is clearly not okay.
Triss, are you okay? Triss?
Maybe we find a different time to be emotional, and right now we be strategical, just because there are these people and these things
And the lizard
that are here. Hang on, are you people? Dirt asks to Damien.
People? You mean, are we human?
No, are you people?
Or are you dancer?
Well, yes, we dance and dances and parties, balls, but
Well, but we can dance if we want to, but that doesn't make us people.
I see. Well, everyone is people, Dirt. You are a person.
I don't know if that's true. I think, some things are not people. Like, I don't know if Triss is people.
In any case,
Triss,
both Damien and I are very well versed in all forms of, ballroom dancing. So, if there's ever any need, we can assist with that.
Honestly,
I wasn't
Sydney
really
and
asking about dancing.
I'm quite shocked that you got anywhere with this group, but I will hand it to you. You are effective. However it is you manage to be, you somehow are. You do get the job done.
Well, now, Triss, I suppose we should get moving then. Shouldn't we get jumping? I mean...
Yes, and we will begin next episode with this plan and seeing where it takes you.
For the second time.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they pack up their things and they go. You don't see very far into the jungle where they go. They go back on the same path that you cleared earlier, so they just go back where they came from.
Does Trisistral do anything as they leave?
No, he has to be carried by. They have to be carried by Damien because they can't even. They're not even very aware of their surroundings right now. They're still realizing and coming to terms with the things that they've realized and felt. So so they have to be carried away, and they are, and you see them leave. Okay, cool. So we'll begin next episode with you actually doing that thing that Triss really wanted to do. So yeah, we'll do that right away. Cool. So I want to say thank you very much, everyone who joined. Thank you very much, everyone who watches us on YouTube.
Itamar, can I? Would it be possible just to, let's say, before we end, to try once and have Triss jump up, be thrown high, and maybe grab onto a branch and hanging, and then end the episode? Just, I feel like it's a bit more of a limb hanger, you know?
Oh, God.
branch
Oh,
hanger.
no. Oh,
I mean, it has to come from Grubble, so I feel like we're out on a limb right now, and we need a little bit more support on that one.
Okay.
So maybe we should just wait until Matt can.
Yeah, Matt can give us a hand.
That's okay with me.
Maybe.
Yeah, life's a beach without Grubble.
We've done tree puns. Come on, we gotta find a new subject.
It was a hole-in-one. It's a little naughty.
What? Oh, what was that? What?
Well, because there's knots in trees, but also it's naughty. It all works.
Oh, God.
That was better than the hole-in-one. I didn't understand that one.
All right.
There's a hole in trees. It's a hole-in-one.
Where is there a hole in trees? Where do you? Oh, in Canada, because you tap them all for their
Yes.
For their blood.
We tap them for their maple.
Blood.
I said
Maple
syrup, but I
blood.
was laughing too hard.
Thank you. Now that joke makes perfect sense.
Does
There's
it?
a hole-in-one.
We will ponder this pun till next week. But because
We'll ponder it.
I like
This
the fact,
preponderance of puns.
I like the fact that we end on seeing what the result of a die roll is. You roll dexterity. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it right
Oh,
now.
nose. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Am I given advantage?
No, you're not. You're you're just barely enough to make it even possible. So you it's not enough to give advantage as well. Without the boots of jumping, it wouldn't even be possible to even attempt this.
It's okay, because basically what happened is that Grubble threw Triss. Triss, like, hit the tree and just bounced off.
Yeah. So what happens? Okay. So what happens
Right.
is
Ready
is
for
this.
round two.
What happens is the following.
Sorry about that. I'm not.
Stop describing what's happening before you know what the result of the die roll is, players. Triss gets thrown high up in the air. Too low
I throw
still,
my Triss up in
apparently.
the air sometime.
And just hits the tree itself, the trunk of the tree.
Yeah.
As I've described it last episode, a very, very wide, extremely wide tree, and just rolls down, rolling down the tree to the ground between two huge roots in a little nook there, which is about your size. You all look anxiously out into this open area where Triss is just a small, dark, shadowy speck underneath this huge tree, and you exactly see the shadow of the huge lizard appear from beyond the tree, starting to make the round again in your direction, and you realize that Triss is now separated from you. Which is the actual result of failing the dexterity roll. And this is the reason I like rolling dice, because they throw in unexpected situations, and
Rebel.
they make the story branch into unexpected directions. Get it? Pun about trees? All right. I got it off my chest. Thank you very much. I just needed that.
Grubble says. Grubble turns to the party and says, "Sorry about that. I'm not feeling quite myself lately." but I'll be better soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's
Remember,
inside. He's
Back
just
to normal,
a
if you
weeping
will.
willow.
remember yourself again. All right,
Normal.
all right. This is now the true end of today's session. This is the end of the episode. Thank you again, everyone who watched or who will watch in the future or who will have watched in the present of when I am saying this on YouTube in the future. I want to say thank you to Wispmel, who just followed just now a minute ago. Thank you very much, Wispmel, for joining the channel. Tune in, everyone, on Saturdays, 6:30 GMT, 7:30 CET, 8:30 Israel time for my solo streams. I'm playing a choose your own adventure sorcery game books. You make the choices for the main character, and I narrate what happens. And on Mondays, same time, 6:30 GMT, 8:30 Israel time, 7:30 CET for Questers of Yalpelor. We'll be here every Monday. Until then, have fun, play hard, and stay safe. And we'll see you next week.
Wear a mask.
Toodaloo.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao.